Good morning, everybody. Welcome to yoga, Cancer Support Community Center. And it's so good to see everyone. It's time to get comfortable on our mat, if that's possible. If it's not, like if you're having a bad day and you want to sit in your chair, it's perfect. But comfortableness is where we want to start our class. That is truly important. So let's get somewhere. Maybe it's a comfortable seated pose. If we can think about the fact that we want to have our knees and our hips at the same height, so that the energy and the blood flow to the lower extremities is not obstructed, that's our goal. All right, that's where we want to be. For me today, it's going to be legs extended. For one of you, it may very well be a seated pose, sitting on a block. We're good with either way. All right, just get comfortable. Whatever adjustments you need to make. Sit up in good posture. We're going to gently let our eyes close. And I want to begin to go inward, to look for our breath. It's an amazing, incredible breath of ours that always just slides into the background because there's no need for us to say, hey, could you breathe now? It happens automatically. So it often slips into the background. And we want to just bring it to the forefront so that we can observe, make a couple modifications. There you go. Sometimes I add a color to mine. And the first step in the process is to say, well, what does our breath look like today? What does my breath look like today? Is it shallow? Is it harsh? Is the exhale longer than the inhale? Just remember that there's no right or wrong answer here. Because once we observe the breath, then we're going to modify. What I'd like to the first modification is I would like us to make our breath with equal inhales and equal exhales. For me, I'm going to use a count of 1, 2, 3 today. So it's 1, 2, 3 on the inhale, 3, 2, 1 on the exhale. I'm going to work at making this breath soft and gentle. I don't know if it can be warm in this room, but we certainly want it to be comfortable. We need to get some support. I'm going to put my hands behind my back just so I can sit up straight in good posture. Now I'd like to make the breath a little fuller. So I was doing a 1, 2, 3 count. So I'm going to move mine to a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this. And a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the next. We want the breath, even though it's bigger and fuller, we want it to be of the same length on the exhale and the inhale. We want it to be soft and gentle. This is a breath that brings awareness. It's a breath that, like, if I'm getting ready to do a task, if I'm getting ready to sit down and write a letter, or I'm getting ready to mow the lawn, or get in the car to make a trip somewhere, I go to this breath that kind of awakens, breath that fills me up with energy. I feel a little bit more alert. We're doing good, everybody. Still soft and gentle. I'd like to modify the breath again. I want to add some extra length to the exhale. So I'm going to keep that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the inhale. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the exhale. Then let's add some more ones and ones. There you go. Well, this feels a little awkward, but so the breath is still soft and gentle. It's full. It's big. The inhale is shorter than the exhale. We actually have to pay attention. We have to work on this. We're going to do another 5 or 6 of these. But I want you to notice if you feel any different on those extended exhales as you sit up in good posture. Those extra ones, you feel your heart rate slow a little bit. Maybe the blood pressure just drops 1 point. There's just that moment of relaxation, of an ease. Maybe that moment of peace. This is the breath that I go to so many times during the day. While I'm waiting on hold to get through to schedule that doctor's appointment. I'm wondering why that drive-through line at Chick-fil-A isn't moving any faster. I love this breath because you can do it and no one knows. Because in the end, when it all comes down to it, the only thing that you and I can control is our breath, how we respond to the rest of the stuff that's happening in the world. We're going to gently return to that 3-count breath. We're going to gently open up our eyes. Maybe move our neck around a little bit. Work your fingers. There we go. Okay. Make sure you're sitting up straight, you're comfortable, you're anchored somehow. Let's look up. We're in good posture, and then exhale and look down. Just going to go at our rate, looking up, looking down, and up, and down, up, and down. We're going to inhale back to center and look out over the right shoulder. And in good posture, we're going to sit up straight, back to center, and then exhale and look out over the left. back to center. And remember, we're not trying to be the synchronized team here. What we're doing is we are just paying attention to our body and how it's responding to these asanas. Feel different on one side. Nice. And make sure you complete the rotation. So we started on the right, we're going back to the left. There we are, back to center. Inhale, everybody. Your hands up. I want you to bring them down to your head, down to your skull, whatever you want to call it. Use those fingertips to move the scalp around. There's a layer of this really fibrous material underneath the skull, underneath the skin that separates it from the skull. It's called fascia. It can get stiff and cranky and cause headaches. So we're just moving it around and kind of loosen it up a bit. And then let those thumbs come down to the temple area. When I get a headache, often it's in the temple. Let those fingers and thumbs come down to the jaw. Whoa. How many times did we grit our teeth yesterday? Down to the mandible. There we go. All the way out to the chin. Just moving that fascia around a little bit. To the upper jaw. Underneath the nose. The nose. There we go. One that I really enjoy in this is underneath the eyes. A lot of it there because of sinuses, right around to the eyebrows. Good. Back to the forehead. There we go. Reach up into the universe, grab an incredible amount of relaxation, okay, energy, whatever you want to call it today, and bring it down to your eyes. How cool is it that it's really dark, right? Even when you open your eyes, or open your hands, just in the way. Notice when you have your eyelids closed that it's not really, really dark. Rub your hands together. Create some energy. Put them on your eyes when you're ready. There we go. The heat feels good. I think the darkness is just amazing. One more time. Warm up. Here we go. Gently bring your hands down, gently open up your eyes. All right. I want to get down on our back. I'm going to just bypass a couple of these neck stretches for a little bit, but I want to get us down on our back because I know you guys really appreciate the legs, the head movements. So let's get down there. All right, gentle, be careful. Oh, okay. Remember, if you need to put support, okay, if you need to put support under your head or your neck, it's perfectly fine. It's what you should be doing. Excellent. Extend that left leg all the way down. If you want to extend the right leg and that doesn't put a lot of pressure on your lower back, right in the arch, that's fine. Me, it puts a little pressure there, so I'm going to leave the knee up. Okay, pointing to the sky, and I'm going to go ahead and inhale my hand straight up. I'm going to roll my wrist. I'm going to roll them in the opposite direction. I'm going to roll my shoulders a little bit, just a little bit. There we go. I'm going to do them in the opposite direction. Yeah. Good, good, good. Now I'm gonna take my right hand and grab my left wrist. Right hand grabs the left wrist. And what I wanna do is I wanna reach with my left hand towards the ceiling. And when I do that, okay, then I want that right hand to be lifted even further up. All right, lift that. Oh, look at that. I'm almost getting my left shoulder off the mat. Reach, and then down. Inhale, reach, and down. Go ahead, reach, and down. Right hand, left hand grabs the right wrist. You can do the same thing on this side. So you reach with your right hand for the ceiling. As high as you can, as far as you can. And then the left hand goes ahead and lifts it even further up. Oh. And down. Up. And down. One more time, reaching with that right hand as high as I can reach, and then the left hand, which is grasping that right wrist, is even pulling it further up. Oh, great. So both hands are reaching up towards the ceiling. And we're going to gently, quietly lower those arms down past your ears. Oh. And again, if you have both legs extended, and this is like a full body stretch right here. If you have both legs extended, that's great. All right, if you have one knee up like I do, that's great too. So remember when that right hand grabbed that left wrist, we'll do it again. But we're gonna reach with the left heel, okay, far away, reach towards the wall, and then the right hand is grabbing the left wrist and it's reaching in the opposite direction. Oh, and then we're going to relax. All right, everything is totally supported on the floor. Okay, nothing dangling up in the air. The left heel is reaching for the wall. The right hand has a hold of the left wrist and it's reaching for the opposite wall. Stretch and relax. One more, stretch. And relax. Great job, everybody. Okay, for me, we're going to move to the right side, but for me, I'm going to put that left leg up, that left knee up towards the ceiling so I can extend my right leg. There we go. My left hand's going to grab my right wrist, and I'm going to reach with my left heel, reach in one direction. The right hand reaches in the opposite direction, and the left wrist pulls it some. Oh, and relax. Reach, stretch. Yeah, and relax. Reach, stretch, relax. That's awesome, everybody. You're doing great. And relax. Oh. Go ahead and inhale those hands up to the ceiling. Roll the wrist. Opposite direction. Great. More energy up there. See it floating around in the universe. Grab another big ball of it and bring it right down to your heart. Right down the heart center. Let it recharge you. Let it bring some healing power. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring our heels up next to our sits bones, everybody. Yeah, there you go. So you can see what it looks like, right? My feet are flat on the floor. My knees are pointing towards the ceilings. My hands are down now next to my hips. Palms facing down. All right, let's go ahead and reach up with that left foot to extension. There you go. See? Left leg extended, point the toes. Flex the heel. Point, flex, point, flex. I have both hands behind my left thigh because that'll take any pressure you might be putting on your lower back. Great. Time to roll the ankle. One direction. Then roll in the opposite direction. Oh, yeah. Sweet. One more time. Flex. You know, you mark things down, you write things out, you plan things on a piece of paper, but then sometimes you just go, wait a minute, I need to do that again. Because it's just something I gotta do. So we're gonna drop that left heel down towards the mat, just the heel. That makes the left knee bend, so now I can grab a hold of the left knee with both hands. All right, this is inhale right here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna exhale and bring that left knee in towards the heart. Exhale, left knee in towards the heart. There we go. It's kind of like a half a hug, right? Now, to start the inhale over again, let the left knee roll out to the side and back up to that start pose where we were. Yeah, there you go. So exhale, the knee comes in towards the heart. And then inhale, it rolls out to the side and back up to start. Exhale, roll out, back up. Excellent, everybody. Go ahead and extend that left leg back up to full extension. We're going to take the right hand, we're going to put it on top of the right hip. The left hand is still behind the left thigh. And what we're going to do is we're going to open to the left. We're going to come back up to full extension. We're going to open to the left again. Giving those hip openers a little workout. Back to full extension. And then we're gently, quietly, slowly going to lower that fully extended left leg down onto the mat. There we go. Whew. Excellent. Just take a moment and notice the energy, the prana, the blood flow in that left leg simply by doing a couple little stretches. Left heel comes back up next to the sits bones. Right leg gets fully extended all the way up. Both hands behind the thigh. Hamstring. Point. Flex. Point. Flex. Yeah, there we go. Roll the ankle. Opposite direction. I'm going to point and flex again. This ankle feels a little stiffer. All right. Going to drop that right heel down towards the mat so that both hands can grab that right knee. There we go. Remember, this is the start or this is the inhale or the start position. And then on the exhale, that knee comes down towards the heart. And as we begin the inhale, the knee rolls out to the right, and it comes back to start. There we go. And just gently roll. Kind of like a half a hug. We talked about that on the exhale. Bringing that right knee in towards the heart. And then rolls out to the left, out to the right. Sorry, I'm back. There. All right, full extension with that right leg. Left hand comes onto the left hip. Right leg still behind. Or opening to the right. Back up, full extension. Going to do that again. Out to the right. Back up, full extension. Gently, slowly, quietly, lower that extended right leg down onto the mat. Oh. And I'm going to go ahead and extend my left leg, right next to the right leg, zip them up, and then I'm just going to rotate. I'm going to do like windshield wiper now. Excuse me, rolling out to the left. Perfect. Nice job, everyone. Okay. We're going to bring the heels up next to the sits bones again. Like that. But we're going to walk the heels out to the sides of our mat. All right, that means the heels are out, the feet are flat on the mat. The heels are out near the sides of the mat. Okay, the knees are touching in the middle. And now what we're going to do is we're going to allow the right knee to open to the right, and the left knee is going to follow wherever it wants to go. It's not going to be touching that right knee, but it is going to the right. Wow. Isn't that a great open? Inhale back up so that both knees are touching. Flat feet on the outside of the mat, so now we're going to the left. Left knee is reaching out to the left side. Oh. Back up. Knees are touching. Out to the right. Wow. Back up. Going out to the left, of course. Nice. All right, everyone. There we go. Knees are touching in the middle. Let's bring those feet in closer to the middle of the mat. We're going to do low bridge. Okay? Make sure you're comfortable. Make sure your feet are in a decent width apart. All right. Now, in order to protect the lower back on low bridge, what's the one thing we have to do? We have to flatten the waistband. Okay, so whatever it says across the back, all right, whatever it says there, push that down so it's touching the mat. That's a pelvic tilt. That's what we've done. Just kind of, we tilted the pelvis up just an inch. And now we can safely lift the hips up off the floor. Lift them up. Look at that. And you want the weight of this pose to be on your shoulders, on the heels of your feet as you actually push your feet away from your body. And we're going to gently lower down one vertebrae at a time. I know that's hard. We're just going to gently lower the back down. And when we're down, let's bring the knees up so we can grab them with both hands and gently rock left to right. Sweet. Heels down again next to the sits bones. We're going to do one more low bridge. If you want to do a higher bridge, you can. A low bridge is just fine. Flatten the waistband. Oh, yeah. And we're going to lift the hips up off the floor, pushing away with the feet. The feet are pushing away. And we're in low bridge with the weight of this pose on our shoulders, our shoulder blades. It's not on our head. Okay. And you might even slide your hands underneath your hips just to see, look, you're up off the mat. That's great. Wonderful. Gently lower down. Yeah, there we go. Just catch your breath. Nice, huh? All right, we're going to roll to the left, everybody. Onto the side. Okay, so this can be a little tricky, right? Rolling that way. So what I want you to do is I want you to put your left hand underneath your left ear, and your right hip is reaching up to the ceiling, and we're gonna put our right hand out in front of us as a kickstand, like on your bicycle, okay? And then have your knees go perpendicular to your mat, okay? That's like a 90-degree. Yeah, you got it. Get it there. You go. Good. So that right leg, that right foot is going to just rest on top of the left ankle, and you're going to open up into what you might call clam. All right. And down. Open up on the inhale. Oh. And down. Up. And down. We're going to extend both legs straight out on the mat. Remember, you still have your right hand kickstand right in front of your heart. And now on the inhale, we're going to lift that right leg up off the mat. And down. Up. And down. Up. Hold it. And down. While we're still on our side, I want you to take that right leg and I want you to slide it along the floor out to the right. See what I'm doing? Okay, look at that. All right, so the right foot is sliding out towards, if you think about the clock, think about that right foot as being out towards 3 o'clock. Excellent, excellent. Now that hand that was the kickstand, right? The one that's in front of your heart, I want you to inhale it up to the ceiling. Yeah. Do some shoulder circles right here. Opposite direction. All right, now here's where we get a little tricky. Once you take that right hand and just let it come down behind your torso, wherever it wants to go. If that means just resting on your right hip, I'm fine with that. But maybe it just flops down a little bit. I don't know. But can you feel the twist that we're just doing right now? Oh, it's good, isn't it? There we go. Inhale that right hand back up towards the ceiling, and now I want you to reach down towards your right foot that's extended perpendicular. I'm touching my shin. Good job, Ken. Bring it up to 130, your right hand. So I've got my left hand underneath, right? My left ear, my body and my left leg are fully extended on the mat. My right leg is out perpendicular, and my right hand is literally at 130. What we're going to do is we're just going to reach with that right hand straight out to 130, further out. Oh, I'm going to exhale and let it come back. Reach out. And come back. One more time. Reach out. Oh. And come back. We're going to take that right hand. We're going to put it back up to the ceiling. Nice. I'm going to drop it down to the kickstand right there in front of your heart. Bring that right leg back on top of the left leg so it's fully extended, just like you saw. Gonna roll over onto our back. Ah, now guess where we're going? Let's go to the right side. Woo. Okay, I love it. So that means the right hand comes under the right ear, right? Okay, good. And the left hand comes in front of the heart. That's the kickstand. And we're going to bring those left knee and the right knee up so they are perpendicular to the mat. They stick leg out in 3. Left foot goes onto the right ankle. So what are we going to do? We're going to do our clam, right? Inhale, open. Exhale down. open, off, and down. Open. Just take a breath. Extend both those legs straight out on the mat. Oh, now it's really important if you have that kickstand, right, everybody? Because that'll keep you from rolling off your hip. Legs fully extended on the mat, and what are we doing? We're going to lift up that left leg on the inhale and then up and down. Up and down. Whew. Didn't that feel good? Okay. Here's the tricky part, right? Gonna bring that left leg, slide it out to the side. How about that? So if you're looking at the face of the clock, all right, if you're thinking about it that way, your head is at 12, your right foot, which is fully extended on the mat, is 6, and your left leg is out towards 9 o'clock. There we go. Wow. Inhale your left hand straight up in the air. Roll the wrist. Opposite direction. Roll the shoulders. Let's do a little shoulder rolling. There we go. Opposite direction. All right, reach straight up to the ceiling, everybody. And what are we going to do with that left hand? It's going to drift down behind our back. It could end up on our left hip, and that's perfectly fine, right? No problem. Or it could be behind us. We're just getting a nice twist of the trunk. All right. Inhale that left hand back up. There we go. And remember, the left leg is at 6 o'clock. No, the right leg is at 6 o'clock. Sorry. The left leg is at 9 o'clock. Our head is pointing towards you. So we're going to let that left arm drift down and end up being at 10:30. All right? We're still on the side of our right hip. And what we're going to do is we're going to inhale and reach out with that left hand to 10:30. Reach out away from your mouth. Exhale and release. Reach out. Exhale and release. Reach out. Exhale and relax. Inhale that left hand back up to the ceiling. Bring it down onto the floor so it's the kickstand. So you can let that left leg come back and rest gently on top of the right. Roll over onto your belly. Stack your hands. I'm resting my forehead on my stacked wrist. Notice the footprint of your breath. And what I mean by that is notice what's moving, what you feel coming in contact with the mat as you inhale. See how high up it comes on your body, how far it comes up on your torso. And then when you exhale, notice how little is actually active or touching you. One more time, big breath. Feel that, look at that footprint. Feel it. Exhale, out it comes. We're gonna gently bring the hands back to frame the face. Thumbs are pointing in. And with a big inhale and a push with the hands, we're gonna come up table. Reset your table, everyone. Hands are 5 7/8 inches out in front. Roll the toes under, kick up to down dog. Bury your ears between your arms. Up on your fingertips. Walk your feet towards your hands. The most important thing is that your legs are straight. It doesn't matter where your hands are. They can be on your shins, they can be on your ankles, they can be on the floor, they could literally be at your knees. We're gonna bend our knees so we end up down into a squat position. We're gonna inhale up the sun salute. We're gonna grab this huge ball of the energy from the universe. We're gonna bring it right down to heart center. Close your eyes. Gently open your eyes. Shake your hands out. Looking straight ahead. Reach up again. Another ball of energy, bring it right down to heart center. Fingertips and thumbs are touching. I am looking straight ahead. My elbows are up. I'm going to lift my right foot up off the mat. I remember to breathe. And down I come. One more big ball, huge ball of energy. Bring it down to heart center. I'm going to lift my left foot up off the mat. And out we come. My friends, it's time for Shavasana. On the mat, feet up the wall, feet up the floor, whatever works for you. Get comfortable. Shavasana is your time. It is your opportunity to be thankful and to allow your muscles to remember, to put into memory what you've just done. So enjoy it. So my friends, it is time to begin to wiggle your fingers and toes and bring yourself back to the mat. We'll sit for a moment. Thank you for walking a bit with me today. Thank you for allowing me to walk a bit with you. Namaste.
Namaste, Reber.